Hi everybody, we're here with a Timeless Tarot reading. For those of you that are interested in joining our Patreon channel, the link is in the description box below. On Patreon, I put videos up on there pretty much every other day. We have a new video on there, and the videos are, it's original content, and it's only videos that are posted specifically on Patreon. So they're not posted on YouTube. They're made only for the Patreon community. So again, if you're interested, the link is below. Also, if you're interested in getting a personal reading, that link is below too. Before we get started with the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. All right. What I'm seeing is that you're getting to the point where you're going to say something, but you may be feeling hesitant to say something. This would be like needing to communicate. You could be communicating boundaries. You could be advocating for yourself, telling somebody something important, but it's more so to like pass on information. And it would be in response to something that someone is doing, but I'm seeing there be hesitance on your end. Maybe because of like how the person may react to this, or like you don't really know how they're going to take it, but I'm seeing you're getting to a point where it feels necessary to say something. I'm seeing you've been quite patient with this situation. Yet also you want to choose your words wisely as well. Starting off with the Four of Swords. Okay. Something mentally weighing on you. This means taking a break from things that are further going to exacerbate this for you, meaning you don't want this to feel worse. So whatever's really bothering you right now, if you can disengage from that, it's going to be helpful. Or disengage as much as possible. Sometimes we're in situations where you can't like fully disengage. But something here about like resting mentally or giving yourself a break, gonna feel important. Maybe taking a break from somebody's antics. I'm looking at this Knight of Wands. This reminds me of like you're trying to sleep and your kid keeps like barging into your room, or you're trying to get your work done and one of your coworkers keeps bothering you. It's like you're over here like trying to have your I'm hearing metaphysical spa day. It's like this is about gathering your thoughts and recharging and not doing anything that feels overstimulating to you. And this can be somebody. I'm seeing this definitely be a person that's coming through, and I'm hearing is racking up energy. It feels like this person's coming through when you are deliberately trying to like woo-saw in some type of way, and they're like causing chaos in some way. It's like somebody that has not got in touch necessarily with that like quiet part within them, so they may be like out of touch and not really understanding what you're trying to do. Not an excuse. You can be deliberately taking a break from somebody too because you just feel like their energy is too rowdy right now, or it may be getting in the way of your peace, or you trying to just chill out. You may also be tired of someone's energy too. Like the Knight of Wands can be playful or rambunctious, or like a very excitable energy. And you can be in a space where you're like, I don't need that right now. Yeah. This can also be an energy that you feel annoyed by too, or if you've gone beyond the point of feeling annoyed, you could get to a point of being like, I don't need this in my life. Like this feels incompatible at this point. So this is you taking a break from somebody that's in a very different place. The way that this is coming across is like a very childlike energy. So this can be somebody that you see in certain ways as an equal. However, their behavior doesn't feel like that. They would feel like immature, may not respect boundaries. Things go in one ear and out the other. And I'm seeing you get to a point where you're like, this is not what I need. So there's a walking away that's happening, but there may have been a break that happened prior to you walking away. Because you could have taken a break and come back and then had the person act in the way that they did, and you were like, I don't need this in my life. This can also be somebody being unreliable, where it's like, we're adults at this point. Like, this behavior is not something that I want within my life. I can't build a life with this. And so you may be looking elsewhere at this point. Knight of Wands is somebody that you can have fun with, but it doesn't go much deeper than that. This can also be somebody that you see acts impulsively or like doesn't really think about the consequences of their behavior. Or just somebody that, like, their lifestyle doesn't match up with yours. You have an opportunity to leave this situation is what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing you leave this for a different type of opportunity. One that you feel like is going to bring, like, the right element of energy into your life. Yeah, you're manifesting more of a partnership vibe. The way, too, that I'm getting with this person, it's like, could have felt really, really difficult to build with them. Because Knight of Wands can be like, hey, I'm trying to connect with you. I'm trying to talk with you. And there's like some type of issue between the two of you where you feel like they're not completely receptive. Like, it can be somebody where you're talking to them and you feel like they'll be like, but then go in and do something that shows to you that they weren't really listening to you. Like that sort of thing, where you feel like you have to keep repeating yourself. It's like the same thing over and over again. You feel like things aren't changing. So you're walking away from this situation because you've come to the conclusion that you're not going to find what you want. There's like a realization here. Even though this person is still like fun to you, the type of thing that you're trying to build in your life is not compatible with how this person is. Not right now, anyway. So I'm seeing you leave this to go towards another opportunity because you're trying to manifest like a partnership where you have more chemistry and more of an ability to build with someone. You want someone like on your level. Someone that's going to work with you. Somebody more mature. Somebody that takes more deliberate action as well. Yeah, you could have felt this initial person that you've been interacting with, you could have felt that you were kind of like a teacher or like a mentor to them, but didn't see them so much as a partner. Like, I'm just getting somebody that you would definitely be able to like see the potential with this person, but at the same time, they would feel like very, very young. They could even be older than you. It doesn't have to do with age. It's just like where they are. You could feel like there's a lot of room for growth for them, and that you would be in like a much more established place, and you kind of felt even in some ways like a parent to this person. Which definitely affected your perception of them. So I'm seeing you make it a point to get moving. It does seem like something happened with them that highlighted just like where they are, where you like really clearly saw that they don't feel like a partner to you, meaning they don't. Yeah, don't feel like a partner to you. Like, not at your same level. I'm not saying you'd be particularly pleased that this didn't work out, but there's really nothing else to be able to do, because I'm seeing you be like, I gotta be honest with myself, like, this is not it with this person. That's not to say, again, that you didn't want it to be. I'm seeing that you did. However, I'm also seeing you be like, I don't want to be lying to myself and try to make something work that I'm seeing very clearly is not working. I'm like gonna take this sign from the universe. Because I'm seeing you would be more disappointed in the long term. You may feel disappointed now, but if you kept trying to make something fit that doesn't fit, it's going to feel much worse long term. So this is like cutting your losses now. Again, I'm seeing you didn't want to have to do this, but I'm seeing it be necessary. It's like, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this, but this is how I feel. This is what's going on. I'm seeing you feel very empowered after expressing how you feel with this person. Again, like what I was seeing, this is coming back to what I was seeing in the pre-shuffle. I'm seeing you've been very patient with this person. You've now like seen the truth of you guys not being in a compatible space. And now you're like telling this person how you're feeling, moving to a space where you're like, I'm processing what I'm feeling. This isn't like the most ideal situation, but I'm going to be honest with them and I'm going to let them know how I feel. This is you empowering yourself by being honest, staying true to your feelings, and communicating as well. That you're going to be doing something else. I'm seeing you're going to be starting something new. Getting confirmation of this. Your attention is definitely going elsewhere, towards something that you're interested in. You're investing in something else. That was a pretty quick turnaround, actually. What I'm getting is that usually when somebody's in a situation and they don't want to accept what's going on, that's why it takes so long for someone to energetically get through a process, because they like don't want to accept it, don't want to admit that like it's not going to work out how they wanted it to, like they thought it was going to be like this way, and so still like trying to make that work. What I'm getting is that by you being like, nope, I'm seeing the situation, I'm like reading it, like I did try what I could, I'm also like resigning at this point because I'm seeing that it's not working. I'm going with the flow rather than resisting it. And then I'm moving my attention elsewhere to where energetically I feel like I'm being pulled. It means that you're going to process this like much, much faster because you're just moving with the rhythm of things rather than resisting it. And this can mean too, like I did have expectations, but it's not the end of the world. My expectations were not met. And so I'm going to continue with my journey. I'm seeing it be very, very important here that you feel you're like leveling with yourself. And it allows you to continue. It seems like you would have had to be the one to deliberately take a break from this person. Like you may have needed to be the one to make that happen, to take action. Now, something happened that was like the final straw with this person that put you into this space of realization that you weren't going to find what you needed or what you wanted with them. I'm getting like clashing in the wrong ways with them. And then also feeling like there were just certain things that they didn't understand. It feels like a lack of life experience or something of that nature. or like a lack of maturity, where you could have been like trying to say things to the person and just certain things going over their head, or feeling like they weren't really like completely receptive, or couldn't, like, I don't know, something about maybe capacity, something along those lines. And like repeatedly doing things where you were like, I thought we talked about this, like that sort of stuff. So you get to a point where you're like, I gotta leave this situation. I'm not feeling like the happiest about this, but then I'm seeing an opportunity come pretty quickly thereafter. You may actually take it upon yourself to reach out to somebody, but I'm seeing there be something pending here. So I'm definitely getting a separation in the spread. So we're like splitting it down the middle. There's an opportunity for you to have a conversation with somebody. This is like going to somebody and being like, hey, are you interested in this opportunity? Or I feel like there's potential between the two of us. This is you doing something about that. So like you get this idea, you have these feelings. So you have a motivation here. Something has got you engaged emotionally and you feel like there's an opportunity attached to it. You need to mobilize this and communicate it. That makes you the magician. You have an idea, you see somebody, you're like, I feel like we could connect and we could do something together. This is you communicating that. That's how you manifest it. This is this thing. Manifesting a new pathway. This is like you're walking down the path and you don't see an avenue going that way, but you're like, I'm going to forge this. So this is that moment of you actually doing it. I'm seeing another person be involved in this. So this is you walking down a particular path, starting something with somebody. 7 of Pentacles means this is like in the queue. This hasn't like fully come to fruition, but it's in the process of coming to fruition. So this is what you're in the midst of manifesting currently. An opportunity, communication about feelings, manifesting this with another person. 7 of Pentacles means this is in the process of happening. I'm hearing new boo. Maybe a new interest of yours that you're connecting with. 10 of Pentacles. Feeling like you have things in common with this person. This is somebody that you feel like you could build with. So that seems like it's the basis of your motivation with this person. The star is Aquarius. I'm also looking at Libra on the bottom of the deck, seeing Gemini and Mercury. So there could be Gemini, Mercury, Aquarius, Mercury, Libra, Mercury, or just any of these placements. So yeah, that may be something that you're going with. Like what could be a big factor motivating you is like, can I build with this person? Do we have similar long-term goals? Long-term goals. Are we trying to go in the same direction? Do we align? Like, are we compatible? Do I feel like we could support each other's journey? Like that sort of vibe. That's what you're manifesting. I'm seeing the only thing that's going to get in your way is you doubting yourself or sabotaging this. So if that's happening, it's something that's going to change. So like your self-doubt or like this is never going to work or like not taking a shot, that's the only thing that would get in your way. Like letting your insecurities like run what you're doing, okay? So encourage yourself. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.